Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in to this special, to this exclusive, to this world premiere, baby.
Let's get it.
Welcome to Kush and Coffee.
You always say it backwards. Coffee and Kush, Kush and coffee.
It all go together.
It all go together.
It just works.
Come on, Eric.
What's good, people? EP from Georgia, Atlanta area. Oh, dang.
What's going on, yo? I'm JD. I'm new to this potting stuff, so I'm trying to find my lane with all this. But I appreciate the fellas reaching out to me and having me on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the fellas. Pitts, Denny. Y'all already know brother CJ in the building. Let the people know what it is, y'all.
Ladies and loyals, welcome. Welcome to Coffee and Kush.
All right, so everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
That's
You
right.
already hit the button. I already see recording in the corner. Trying to get us. Trying to put a run. Right?
Not a run.
Yeah, Ron teaching you well, sir. I like it. Fellas,
Vibing out.
what's up?
What's good? What's good?
What's going on?
Welcome back. Shit, where we at today, y'all? Because it's definitely not on Earth. Where the hell are we? I got lost about an hour ago.
I'm on my way past the outer rim.
I'm still on the way up. For sure. Whoa, yeah. Wow. Well, he didn't say who. He didn't say where.
I didn't say who's outer rim. Just outer rim.
We're just gonna have to mark that as sus. We'll
By the crust? By the crust?
How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, man. Saturday. Georgia don't know what it wants to do with this weather, but it's, feeling good.
I got my window open again. I ain't crying this week, so you know what I'm saying?
Mr. CEO, how you
We got
feeling?
an incredible show for y'all prepared today. Oh man, we about to get into it. I hope we can make it through all these topics.
What we doing? What we
It's the
doing?
last episode of Black History Month, man. It's gonna be a special one.
We gonna end it right for y'all. Just stay tuned.
Shout out to Black History.
Shout out to not being able to opt out of Black History. How about that?
Shout out to that.
Shout out to not being history.
Looking at
Yeah,
you,
wake
Utah.
up.
Fucking
Crazy. It's absolutely insane. That's why you almost have the home.
It's Pac-Man in the building. Shit.
This Pac-Man is back.
Hey, well, you know what? We'll get to that. See, I'm glad you got Pac-Man. We're gonna bring Pac-Man up a little later.
I was about to make a real bad joke. We already recording. I ain't gonna.
That's the behind the scenes stuff. They gotta pay for that thing. Don't get it.
Hey, somebody, when this is over, remind me, because I'm oh man, I got the.
Mama, you got to write that one down.
I'm writing it down right now.
Is it worthy of some yucks?
It's yuck worthy, bro.
Not
Shout
yuck
out
worthy.
to the sponsors of the Speakeasy. Pepsi, the official drink. God's Property. Shout out Sunshine. Usher Digital Agency. I know what we do that.
Hey.
We got 3 parts of the show today. Part 1, we're going to be doing a Marvel Cinematic Universe breakdown. I heard we got some DC haters on the show today. We're going to get into our Puff Pass, talk some NBA rookies, talk some legal marijuana, some Blade, some bombing. And should men always pay the bill? Fellas, I know we can't wait to get to that.
Let's go.
And we're going to end the show with our roast session. We got some things to say. Shout out Black History Month. Let's get into it, fellas.
Let's go.
Hey, is it me or is Ron going in and out?
A little bit.
Like,
Might be.
Mic closer to you. Mic check 1 2.
We got you.
Check 1 2. Mic sound nice.
Y'all hear that dog barking? Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, that pepper.
Bro, last week, bro, I thought I was going, and you had took me to a whole nother level, bro. When you had yelled Dr. Pepper outside, dog. And then not only that, you put it in the show. That's what really had me down.
It did. It was hilarious. Cause my man was just in the middle of. I think he was introducing the show right in the middle.
What?
When Ron yelled at Pepper.
Oh.
Y'all see that screen change? They changed to Wanda.
Yeah, episode 8.
Okay. So quick reaction.
Did y'all watch it?
I know you ain't watch it yet.
I watched it. I did watch it.
All right,
I watched it.
My quick reaction is disappointed but sentimental.
I thought it was great all the way around, man. I'm loving what they're doing. I thought it was great. I had no complaints.
That they've merged like 3 or 4 different comic stories together. That yeah, you'll see it. I can't say nothing until dang ain't seen it yet. There's a specific scene. There's a specific scene where shit go down, man. I'm like, oh,
y'all got to spoil. Y'all can spoil. It's all good.
We're gonna break down all the episodes.
It's just the Marvel universe. Don't nobody give a fuck about Marvel.
Oh,
that's crazy. You feel that way because I'm DC all the way too.
Hey, don't hear him lie to you, man. Endgame had him over there, trying to hold it. Endgame, and you know when Tony Stark died, Endgame fucked you up, bro.
Hey, well that hurt me because that's Tony Stark's is my man's over in y'all universe, so it's my guy.
All right, we're gonna save WandaVision. In about 5 minutes, we'll get back to it. So I know we said we wanted to do a Phase 4 breakdown, but I was like, yo, we cannot just gloss over everything that Marvel Studios did. So I was like, we got to try to highlight Phase 1, 2, and 3 real quick. And I thought the dopest way be if everybody named their favorite movie from the first 3 phases.
Favorite movie.
Favorite movie out of the.
Hold on.
Our favorite moment.
We're gonna do that. Yeah. Let's start with Ron. Ron, you go first. Let's hear your favorite.
Okay, I was going pull up with the rankings. I was ready. You know I'm ready.
Let's go. Let's hear yours.
So, number 1 all time. You gotta give it to Wakanda, Black Panther. Number 2, Winter Soldier, Captain America and his boy Bucky. That movie was nuts. Number 3, I'm gonna go with Infinity War. And then 4 and 5 is kind of like a tie between Civil War and it was something else, but Civil War got that 5 spot. Y'all agree or disagree?
Marvel has a lot of good movies. I agree. Those are nice. You didn't put Endgame anywhere in there, did you?
Because I thought Infinity War was so much better.
All right, let me tell you, all the movies kind of run together for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I can't, readily identify my favorite parts and be like, this was this movie. They all run together.
You got one favorite moment?
I mean, Black Panther was number 1. We can agree with that.
I think that'll be number 1.
Yeah, and then the rest of them, they kind of, like I said, they just kind of merge together and do their own thing.
The original Iron Man.
That's tough. It's tough to try to make a list out of that, bro.
And that's why I wanted him to go first. Give the people some real stuff.
First Iron Man to set it off when he got.
That's still one of my tops. Still one of my top.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
To me, what this whole thing was better than what Star Wars ever was in my opinion.
Hell yeah. Hands down.
Absolutely. 100%.
It's never been done. This has never been done like this before. This was next level, man.
People watch Star Wars?
Yeah, I think a lot of people still do. I personally haven't seen like the last 2 or 3, but I'm sure a lot of people.
I missed the last one. I didn't watch the last one yet, but I've seen pretty much every Star Wars movie.
Okay, so okay. As a person who don't watch Star Wars, what does it for you with Star Wars? Like, how does it compare to like Marvel, or like is it like that?
It doesn't compare to Marvel. I think it may have paved the way for how Marvel wants to do the movies and blend stories together, but I don't think it's the same.
All right, so I saw the movie Galaxy Quest. Y'all see the movie Galaxy Quest?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's with Tim Allen.
Right. Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is Star Wars like that?
that's a spoof version of it. It was like Star Wars mixed with Star Trek, more so on the Star Trek side. But Star Wars is imagine a space samurai, man. That's probably the best way I can put Star Wars too. They're like space samurai.
Sounds pretty. I like that.
So there's
less dope than Space Samurai. It's like if Space Samurai was a genre that was super dope, and then just put it to like the medium level, and then that's
okay.
A lot more space, a lot less samurai.
That's pretty accurate.
That while you said that, that's actually one of the main gripes that I had with the entire Star Wars series, man. They never gave me like full blown out action the way I want from these beings, man. All this power, and they never got with it for real. Like I think the closest lightsaber battle to me that was worth something was in episode 1 with Liam Neeson, Darth Maul, him and Darth Maul.
Oh, they got down.
That was like the climax. That the ending, Revenge of the Sith between Obi-Wan and Anakin. That shit was weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't fight a lot.
DJ, go watch episode 4, 5, and 6.
No. I gotta watch 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have to watch 4.
I can appreciate that, bro. He talking about them OGs. He said go watch.
Yeah, if you watch the originals, you'll be all right.
Okay.
A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back.
So Star Trek. What's the difference between Star Trek and Star Wars? Like, have they ever like clashed?
No, my God, no, they did no crossovers.
I'm not, bro. Are they the same thing?
Hey, for real, I used to think the same thing, bro. People would get so mad at me for thinking that shit, but no, they're not the same.
I'm definitely more of a Star Trek person, though.
Can we pivot now from them space shows to Guardians of the Galaxy and talk about?
I'm trying to steer the train.
Before we transition to Phase 4, I just love the fact that Avengers blew a 3-1 lead when it came to these stones. Had 6 in all the different locations, and they just got mollywopped in Infinity War, and then they all blew us away with Endgame.
Infinity War was I would put Infinity War and Endgame, go ahead and mesh them together. And the ending was perfect. Like it gave so much closure to all the different stories and opened up. So it's set up for Phase 4. Set that Phase 4 tone, man.
And they hit us with WandaVision.
And the transition
ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
WandaVision is ridiculous.
So dang, so we can spoil it for you. My favorite thing, WandaVision is based off the 5 stages of grief.
Honestly, I did not realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Denial, anger, bargain, depression, and then acceptance.
Yep.
And that's what episode 8 was. She kind of reflected on everything that happened. We got to see the whole story of all the shit they ain't show us.
Yeah.
She's kind of like, wow.
Got to see that breakdown.
I'm definitely gonna check it out.
The bargaining part, they took the way they did the bargaining part. I wasn't expecting that.
That was nuts. Because that's when her brother.
I thought I can't.
No, we can spoil. This is spoiler alert.
Okay, look,
spoiler alert. Hold on, let me drop a bomb.
Right, drop the bomb.
As a person, he said drop the draws.
I said drop the draw. I said drop the bomb.
Oh my bad. I said drop.
Yeah, what you got on your mind? Y'all must don't got the kids after this. Look at them.
So dang, the first 2 episodes, Denial. This show's whack as hell. Nobody really like it. Okay. Everybody like, what is Marvel doing? It's DC's time, and it's pretty much black and white. I love Lucy, but we don't understand. I've rewatched these episodes now, probably at least 5 to 6 times.
That's why they gave us 1, 2, and 3 to start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it messed with you.
To prep you for
it. Don't really pop off until you get to Anger, part 4.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you meet, what are they? Not SWAT, SHIELD. Sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
Special weapons or something.
Pretty much infiltrated by Hydra, and they fucking up everything. End goal is they want Vision. They want to use the most powerful vibranium source there is. And Wanda's like, y'all ain't getting my baby!
But I thought she was gonna snatch him right there when she came out of anger
So
into.
they manipulated it. They manipulated that tape. That's what that was.
Hey, yeah, when they showed her going crazy, that's because I was like, oh shit, we about to see her pop off, and she went and got in her car and drove. Yeah, I was like, wait, what the fuck is going on? Is she gonna go back? What is happening here? And then she pulled that manifestation, bro. I was like, my God.
And then we meet Monica, who is the reason for the anger gets triggered. She gets tossed and she puts on for Black Queens. I love Monica. And she gets superpowers towards the end.
Do you realize how strong she is?
Yeah, she's stronger than Captain Marvel.
She is top 5 in Marvel strength.
That's kind of why I was disappointed because they ain't even put her in this episode. I wanted to see her start whooping some ass.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're setting up for the Ultimates. And we get Blue Marvel as her because he's another one. Blue Marvel is up there.
That's who was talking about Dame Erlin. We was talking about guest appearances and whatnot. I'm hearing Blue Marvel or Mr. Fantastic.
I'll take either one. I would take either one.
It's probably I think it's gonna be Stephen Strange. I think it's gonna be Stephen Strange. I think so.
Okay, interesting.
Because she's in his next movie.
Yeah, she's part of the. She's part of the process.
I think this is gonna segue into it.
That's why we need somebody else. I'm gonna be so disappointed if it's Mr. Steven.
Well, hope it's up
there. And then, Dame, episode 7, Depression. That was a hard episode. And then that's when we got the biggest bomb at the end of that one. And we ain't gonna spoil that because we all know what happened. You probably seen all the memes, but we're gonna keep episode 7 sacred.
I'll check it out. I'll be caught up by next week. I'll be all caught up by next week.
Yeah, they quick, easy to watch.
Some good stuff.
How long are the episodes?
Like 38 minutes.
Oh man, I thought it was like an hour or something.
No, I was gonna say 32.
Like 30.
Yeah, because the credits are actually long as hell.
Yeah.
I don't know why they be having 6-minute credits. They out of control.
Bro, I was like, this is ridiculous. I gotta do that shout out to that whole production team.
The shout outs.
I'm not watching it. Not the credits.
Nah, not at all.
It's some good stuff though, man. I was a fan of the shows, the Dick Van Dyke's, the I Love Lucy's, Mary Tyler Moore. Like I was a fan of those shows growing up, and even watching some of the stuff in black and white. So it was pretty cool to me. But I know for me starting out, because everybody was telling me how good it was going to get. If I didn't know that, those first 3 episodes, I'd have been like, nah.
Did you love how all of those shows is the shows that she watched when she was growing up?
Yeah.
Made her happy. Yep, made her happy. I love how they tied that back in. Why did she choose that?
That was so dope. Perfect tie.
Yeah, I agree.
I need more action, man. Can I just be honest with y'all?
That's why I said I was disappointed.
I need more action, man. It's almost like we watching the movie. Okay, y'all remember the Hulk? What was the Hulk? I think the first Hulk.
That was terrible.
It was not terrible. It was not terrible.
That first one? Oh, the first one was terrible.
The very first one with Eric Banner. That was not terrible. It was exceptionally.
The second one with
Edward Norton.
That was a lot better.
That was definitely better. That was better, but the first Hulk actually stayed more in line with the original comic.
We want action, man. We don't want talk in love and all that, man. Give me some action, but I need to see somebody get their head blown off, bro. Let's jump.
Anything
DC get on it, bro. Listen, DC all about people dying and crying and
just dying and crying.
Real. DC real, man.
Real garbage, bro.
No, come on, man. Come on,
No.
I'm talking about the movies. I can't hate on some of their shows, and I can't hate on
their movies. Got
the animated shows.
The Dark Knight.
DC got the better TV series, hands down. Bro.
Oh, definitely. I can't.
And animated movies too. Animated movies.
That Dark Apocalypse, man. That Dark Apocalypse one with Constantine in there.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was cold, dog.
And cold.
I saw that one.
Stand out to you in this picture. Different. That look weird to you.
Yeah.
That look weird to me.
Oh, yeah. Damn. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that photo looks weird.
Wait, what?
Wrong.
You talking about the one up in the corner?
No, the WandaVision.
Oh, yo! If you didn't say anything about the first 2 episodes being real dry, I would have quit. I'd have been like, "Nah, these motherfuckers is wrong. I'm out." But I usually don't be sticking around on them shows like that. If they're bad at first, I'm out.
So this is her brother.
Pietro.
You don't recognize this superhero?
Yeah, he's from X-Men.
Yeah,
I know you know that.
Oh, I didn't know what he was talking about,
bad.
man. Yeah, he's
My
from X-Men.
bad.
I know him more from American Horror Story, but yeah, he's from X-Men.
Okay. He is on
He
American.
definitely has a reprising role on
Where I
that.
know him from.
All the American.
Oh, I knew I seen this face before.
Man, that went over everybody's head. We just gonna keep the spaceship moving.
Yeah, I don't know whose ship is higher right now, but
Bro, I was trying to catch up and correlate what y'all was talking about. I was stuck staring at that WandaVision picture, and I'm trying to figure out what was different.
I'm like, just right here, this picture.
Yeah,
Different brother.
Everybody pointing to different areas. That picture.
All right,
Oh,
we
man.
arrived at phase 4, EP.
He's going into phase 4 and beyond.
Young, you gonna break it down for us?
We got your so after WandaVision, we're gonna get another tie-in with Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
It's crazy how quick that's coming too. The following week.
And I was talking to Denny about it. I see we got Zemo coming in there, Baron Zemo.
Oh, matter of fact, I wanted to show that preview. Did everybody see the preview for Falcon and Winter Soldier?
No. I had.
Yo, Denny, we gotta pull it up. It's hot.
All right.
Yeah, get to work, then. Let's go.
That's the only trailer I want to watch.
No, I want to watch all of them.
I'm talking about on the show.
Oh,
I don't know much about
We
the
gotta get
time
out of
frame.
Marvel.
I don't know much about the time frame with that Falcon and Winter Soldier. So I'm interested to see what they're tying in, bringing in Baron Zemo, whatnot. I want to see what's up with this. This is gonna be good stuff.
Denny, while you looking this up, hey, I got a question. Name one movie better than The Dark Knight.
I love The Dark Knight, but
name a hero movie that was better than that. Name one.
Infinity War.
Iron Man.
I was gonna say
We got it. You know what?
For me, Civil War. That Civil War was actually my number. That would be my number 2 movie. I love what they did with
so
Civil
many
War.
Marvel movies that's better than.
I mean, The Dark Knight was great. The Dark Knight was absolutely.
Now you tell me who gave a better performance?
If I have to see Ant-Man, I'm not satisfied. I don't want to see.
If he could have said the second Dark Knight, I would have understood if he just said that one. But I thought of the first one.
Dark, like
Christian Bale's the best Batman of all time.
Ooh,
What's old buddy's name? That
I would have to still put Michael. I have to still put Michael Keaton above him. But
oh,
I would
nigga, are you stupid?
Michael Keaton, the OG Bruce Wayne, like handled both sides flawlessly.
I don't know who's. My screen is so different right now. You said some shit that shook the whole. Okay, it's like the trailer. It's the trailer coming up.
I was about to say CJ about to miss the trailer.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, wow, man.
Dark Knight is that movie though.
The answer to my question was none.
That's
Dr. Hero, right?
Nope.
Nah.
Do better.
Sorry, he shook his head. Did you say shake his head? Nah, he couldn't. Nah, he couldn't hear.
Do better.
I don't know. Please, God.
There we go.
Weird.
So, who would like to start? Mr. Barnes, why does Sam aggravate you?
15 seconds to drop. So what's our plan?
Great. Superheroes cannot be allowed to exist. I I have no intention to leave my work unfinished. The world's upside down right now. Where do we start?
Buck, I have a plan. Oh, yeah? What is it?
Is you ready?
Here we go again, huh?
We've been grinding hard on the job. Can't take that from us. Are you ready? Is you ready? You said you ready. Ready? Is you ready? Are you ready? Is you ready?
That little girl kicked your ass.
That was my part right there.
See? That wasn't so hard.
Are you ready? Is you ready?
Okay.
You say you ready.
What are you doing?
Whole squad ready.
Are you having a staring contest?
Are you ready? Is you ready?
Just blink. Sweet Jesus. I mean, how old are you?
That shit's hot.
Bruh, it's TV shows. This is a TV show. It's not a movie. The level of production is through the roof, man.
Wait, whoa. Ho. That's not a movie?
Exactly, bruh. Exactly. That's going to be a TV show.
So wait, the question is this though: was that gonna be a movie, and did the pandemic change it?
No, it was always planned as a TV show.
Always a TV show? Shit. Yeah. This is what I like about the superhero stuff and technology, man. We get shit like that as a TV show.
Bruh.
We used to have to wait 2, 3, 4, 5 years
exactly
for shit of that quality. I'm excited.
Yeah, that when I saw that production, because I had to ask then, I was like, wait, did they change it to a movie?
I had to
like, no, this is the show.
How many seasons they gonna have?
That's what Denny and I was discussing.
They only said one season of WandaVision. I think this could be multiple though.
There's rumor they're looking at a second season. You know, rumors.
This is my thing with superhero. I've been so conditioned, like when you read a comic book, or I mean, not every time, but when you read a comic book, or when you watch a movie, it's always the beginning, the middle, and then you get a resolution. When you watching the TV shows, it's like, damn, it's been 2 months and we still waiting on the resolution. Like I'm the kind of guy like I had to wait for it to be out for a while. Like weeks has to go by months. Like maybe get into season 2, maybe 3, then I'll start watching. Because I like to be able to watch. Like The Flash, I waited till The Flash was over, and I watched Flash from beginning to the end.
Which is an amazing show.
It was amazing. It was dope. Even Gotham. I waited for Gotham. I waited for it to be over all the way. Now
I didn't watch that. Y'all, the other than CJ, anybody else watch Gotham?
Gotham was good.
Yeah,
y'all
I
sleep.
ain't watch that one.
Sleep. You need to cut that out. That is not how you watch it. You missed out on all the Flash moments. All at one time. It's 7 seasons. It's like saying I waited to watch all the Game of Thrones at once. No,
I actually did.
Man.
I did do that.
I only watched the last season of Game of Thrones. That's the only season.
Oh my God, that's the worst season.
Yeah, that was right. Wait, you only watched the last season?
That's it.
There's so much you're missing. There's so many people you can hate, bro.
We're doing the Game of Thrones breakdown next week. For the
I saw bits and pieces here and there, but no, as far as
I'm gonna tell you one episode while we on the topic. Red Wedding. That season finale, and I ain't got to spoil it or nothing. That season finale is better than any season finale in the history of shows. You ain't never seen a show that did some shit like that.
Right.
I saw the clip of the Red Wedding. I saw that shit.
What won me over the Game of Thrones was when the Mountain was fighting old dude, and he like
his fingers in the house.
That's when he was fighting Ilian Martell. That's Mandalorian. That's
my brother-in-law showed it to me.
Pedro Pascal. There we go.
He was like, you like the movie 300, right? I'm like, yeah. He was like, then why you don't watch Game of Thrones? And I was like, I don't know. I thought it was about some cars or something. I don't know. And then he put it on. And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm watching. So I watched all the way up until what was the last season, and then I was able to watch the last season as it came out, and I was very disappointed in the last season. And I watched the first seasons at the movie. It was amazing to me.
Got that view?
All right.
He breathing in that new oxygen.
All right, so we got so then after Falcon Winter Soldier, moving on from there, we got another Master of Mischief.
I was gonna play the rocket for us. So Bucky and whatchamacallit, Black Soldier, that come out March 19th. Black Widow come out May 7th. Loki, he also is a TV show. He come out directly after Winter Soldier. That's in May. That's gonna be crazy. Loki gonna kill it. A TV show like what we was saying, bruh. Mm-hmm. Venom like 2. Venom 2 in June. Shang-Chi, July 9th. That movie's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like a Marvel. It's gonna be like a Marvel Ip-Man movie.
Yeah, Mandalorian. The villain's who?
Mandalorian.
Oh, Pedro Pascal in that too? Goddamn. Boy, everywhere.
Ain't gonna be that actor. Shit.
Oh, I thought you said it was him. I'm thinking it was very
you know from Iron Man, the Mandalorian.
The Mandarin.
Oh, the Mandarin. Got you.
The Mandalorian.
We got Black Man and the Mandalorian.
He kept saying it wrong too. That's
Black Man Soldier and Mandalorian.
Right.
That's the Kush. What if? So I know what if was.
It's an animated movie about exploring the alternate universe.
The main actor is gonna be Jeffrey Wright. That is crazy. Y'all know who Jeffrey Wright is, right? Pretty much the poor man's Denzel.
I gotta look this guy up.
Yeah, I'm a little lost.
Oh yeah,
Tiger Woo.
That's the dude from the other HBO series with the robots.
Yeah, the dude from Shaft. The dude from Shaft.
Buddy from Westworld. Yeah.
You say the poor man's Denzel. That is the worst description of this guy. Are you?
No, it's not. It's not. He can poor man's Denzel. The greatest black actor ever. We'll continue. Miss Marvel is gonna be late this year. The Eternals. They got Angelina Jolie to be an Eternal. That's gonna be crazy.
Eternals is gonna be ridiculous.
And then your boy from Atlanta, Doughboy.
Okay.
He's in Eternals too?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good for him.
Nice.
And then Spider-Man 3 and Hawkeye getting a movie at the end of the year. All this is just this year. That's
a lot.
10 flicks. We only got 10 months left.
Like a kid.
Go ahead, do your thing, Marvel. DC fans is quiet.
That's because we just respect good content.
Hey, I like that. I like
Marvel
that.
fans can't do that.
See, you know what? That's I like to do.
You know what? You right, man. I'll turn a new leaf. I can respect good content too.
Okay, now good. Now I'm gonna ask you again. What was better than last night? Don't you think about drive me like that.
Thor's third movie's coming too. Thor's new movie coming this year.
Yeah. I thought they were gonna put Thor: Love and Thunder like right after Guardians 3 or right before Guardians 3 to try and run them together.
Fat Thor was funny. I liked Fat Thor, man.
What do you call him? Lebowski.
That's not how that man laugh.
Not the Kawhi, bro.
I refuse to believe that.
Hey, my son does one like that, man. He tells a joke and then he just starts doing that fucking Kawhi laugh.
Oh, you gotta bring him.
You said that. You did say that a couple weeks ago too.
And you got his chest like, man, you better stop doing that shit.
You don't want to give the people an example?
No, I can't do it right now, man. I can't do it right now. I can't do it, bro.
All right, we gotta get out of Marvel. Let's give them a round of
time.
applause.
Good Lord. All right, then, Marvel.
They deserve it. They deserve it, man. They run Disney pretty much.
True.
Considering from what they came from, but we gotta move on. Puff pass, y'all. Let's get through these. So we still gotta come up with a sound effect for puff pass. I was trying to find something today. I was going to use Friday, but literally on every Friday movie, they do not say puff, puff, pass. They say puff, puff, give. Get in on this puff, puff, give, nephew. I'm like, yo, come on. I ain't gonna say puff, puff, pass one time. I
got what? Ah, damn.
So we don't really got nothing right now. If that makes sense for when we go through these topics, but it's Denny. It's all y'all.
What a
drum
topics.
roll.
Oh, what a topic.
Yeah, I got you. Well, first up on the list,
I got the screens for all of them now as y'all go through them.
All right, let's go ahead and hit up Anthony Edwards.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened with Anthony Edwards, but you know.
JD do.
Yeah.
I can share the clip. If
man.
If you want to get
You got it. No, pause.
Whoa.
So, who's your rookie of the year?
LaMelo Ball.
Edwards on the Memphis Grizzlies picks. I mean, not Memphis Grizzlies, Timberwolves, Minnesota.
Okay.
He's pretty much look like Dwayne Wade. That's his comparison.
Nice. Okay.
Stealing. He's nasty. We about to show his dunk.
Is that one where he bodied that dude?
This is a top 10 in NBA history dunk
Man,
already.
That was bad.
His story.
I do not got this ready. What's your rookie of the year?
LaMelo Ball.
I ain't really following the NBA like that.
LaMelo Ball.
Easy.
Yeah.
Hey, CJ will concur. You concur with that, CJ?
I concur.
He concurs.
Yeah, already on that.
He did everything in the NBA so far people didn't think he could do. He plays in the NBA like it's a fucking video game.
Shout out to LeVar Ball. Every time I get a chance to just give this brother his flowers. This man got 2 sons that's hooping.
Hey, Ron, I got it. My bad.
Dang, just as I got it.
Oh, damn.
You good. So my only thing about the rookies is I was so fucking pissed at Golden State at the number 2 pick for not taking LaMelo, even though they clearly could have used the big man who got benched because he's Garbino, and it's just disappointing they didn't get Melo.
Man, if you can't get this video to play, we about to pass this. Let's go.
Oh no, I was waiting on runner.
High school to college.
Oh, I thought
NBA is how quickly people close out to you, and that's why you got to adjust your game at every level.
Watch the tap. They did a tap.
Timberwolves will take off a little bit of time here.
Strong side on the right.
No.
Up through. Caught him on the wing.
And then left my man reeling on the floor. My man over there hurting on the floor.
He's smiling too.
He's trying to see the replay.
Bruh.
Disrespectful.
you got to fight after that. I'm going to the trunk. I'll be right back. Just stay right there.
Wow.
But yeah, I that's my vote for dunk of the year. I haven't been watching as much NBA as I usually do, but you know, I just try to catch the highlights, and that's probably the best highlight I've seen in terms of a dunk.
All right. So look, this dunk, if people laugh, right? So when you watch it live, there was a broadcast that after he dunked it, they gave this man 4 points. Now they corrected it like after 2 seconds to 2, but that dunk was so vicious. The person with the scoring table, he was like, "Oh."
What just happened?
Maybe the NBA should start like looking to that. Like anything vicious should be like a
That's 4. That's 4. That's a 4 pointer.
Fool.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Puff Puff Pass. New Jersey legalized weed.
I'm always puffing on legalizing.
Man, we need to talk about freeing everybody from the prison system that got caught up for this bull jive that they put us through.
Exactly.
That's very real.
You should not have people locked up in one state for something where you have businesses making millions of dollars, a mile over for the
It shouldn't be no. We need to wait for paperwork. As soon as that bitch is legalized, the door should have been open.
Need to be out.
Yeah, it need to be
Absolutely.
out.
Absolutely. We were just talking about that today.
Over here.
Black history.
We had nothing to do with it getting over here.
Black History Month. Put on some Public Enemy, JD.
Public Enemy.
Okay, so
yeah. So there's another topic. Should men always pay the bill? Are we puffing? We passing?
I'm gonna puff on this one.
You gonna puff this one?
That's a puff.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this.
That's a puff. All right. So who want to take it away? Who want to start this out?
So when we say should men always pay the bill, are we talking out to dinner? Are we talking always through life? I got the same answer for both of them actually. No, men should not always pay the bill. You talk about, if we want to talk about equality and things being 50-50 and men and women are equal and we can all do all the same shit. We can all pick up the tab at Applebee's. We can all put some money down on this mortgage. You cannot want equal pay. You both doctors, and I'm not saying equal pay is a bad thing. If you do a job of whatever quality you do it, you should get paid to do that appropriately, same along as everybody else. Men and women don't matter. If y'all want the same money, if everybody get the same money, everybody can pay the same bill.
Mic drop.
What you got on that? What you got on that, Ron? You got any opposing opinions on that, Ron?
I was gonna say, at the end of the day, as we are human beings, we should all want to pay and be generous regardless. That was my only.
Yeah. Why would you not want to participate?
All right. Let me tell you this, right? On my first date, my wife, we was married at the time, of course, but our first date, we go to Ruby Tuesdays and it's time for the bill to come. She, of course, I'm naturally assuming because I feel like this. If it's the first date and you offer to take someone out. Now, if you're a woman and you go up to a man like, hey, we should go here, then if that's how the brother roll, I don't see anything wrong with a woman paying it. But traditionally. But anyway, back to my story. My wife went to slide me some cash. Like, here go my portion. Like, you can pay for it to make yourself seem like the man, But I'm gonna slide you the cash, and I turned it away. But that was like a huge turn on to me. It was like, damn, she wasn't just expecting me to pay it. So no, I don't feel like men should always have to pay on the first date. If a woman asks a man out, then I guess you should pay. But genuinely speaking, if you ask a young lady out and y'all go out and night on the town, you asked her to go, so you should pay.
Yeah, like if you ask to do an activity with somebody, you should be willing to front their portion. Right. If I say, hey, let's go skydiving on a date, I shouldn't assume that she has skydiving money. If that's my idea, I should be, yeah, absolutely.
I expect half, woman.
No, I wouldn't say that. No.
Like,
if you tell her though, hey, we gonna go out, but we gonna go Dutch.
No, and I don't think people should always go Dutch. I think it's like if two people go out and maybe he gets dinner and a movie tonight, or maybe he got dinner and she got the movie, or it's a partnership, right? It's not just one person that has money. Everybody should be put into the same pot to, build and enjoy things together.
I like to be taken out and treated to a nice night on the town.
My wife, she take me out, y'all.
My wife ordering that apple teeny.
Yeah, exactly. Push up on me, shit.
I get flown out.
Take me home.
Society that we live in.
Ain't wrong, man.
Take me home.
Right, take me home, shit.
Didn't want that flown out treatment, fellas.
Hey, we like it every now and then.
That's the habit.
Hey, what we got up next? What's next, Denny?
Oh, hold on. Hey, hold on. Wait. Also, going back to the pay the bill and all that. Right. So pay the bill. Dame told me a story the other day where this chick was like, if you want to date me, you gotta pay for my babysitter. If you want to take me out.
Oh boy.
Now, I mean, how do y'all feel about stuff like that? Like, is that the next level of simping? Is that, I mean, like, what is that? What is that?
Sometimes if that's what I gotta pay to get it in, that's what I'm gonna pay to get it in.
Listen, I guess it ain't tricky. Like I said, it ain't tricky if you got it. If a woman comes to you, if you go to a woman and say, I want to take you out, and her response is, you got to pay for my babysitter,
I don't need to take you out.
She's trying to tell you she really don't want to go out with you. So if you are foolish enough to say okay, then I mean, I guess that's just on you. I would say you simping.
So wait a minute. Now I like what you're saying and I see where you're going, but this particular woman said that she used it as like a barrier to her. If a man wasn't willing to do that, then he wasn't getting nothing from her. So in other words, if he was willing to pay for her babysitter, she was stuff.
Well, she just really don't want no, like, I guess she not really looking to date, I guess, a real man, I guess.
I never pay for nobody's babysitter.
Who do you?
So I guess
would you really? I guess you're looking for somebody with money in their pocket just to blow, like money just to spend. Because any rational man, especially black man, like any rational black man that has any sense of money, like he's not gonna what?
Okay, so let me put it to you this way. Let's play devil's advocate then. So we had the comment: if you want to date me, you got to pay for my babysitter. Now, imagine you start this back over. You meet this young lady, y'all talking, y'all getting friends, getting to know each other, blah, 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 blah. Starts to build up. You know she's in financial trouble now. Now, I've been talking, she got financial trouble, right? Go to walk up to her and finally say, hey, I want to take you out on a date. Let's go out. And she's like, I can't go out. I can't afford a babysitter. If you want to have her, if you want that time with her, what you going to do?
That's
rent movies and sit in the goddamn house.
What time is his bedtime?
Hey, we about the old school Netflix and shit. It's about to be Blockbuster and chill. Fuck all that. Like, no.
No. She got more to worry about than to be going out with somewhere. We gonna just chill at the house. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring some movies. We're gonna bring the little melatonin bottle for the baby.
Spray it on the cover, spray it on the pillow, you know.
Gonna be in there, bro. Nah.
Like when they lay down, rub their face in it, you know.
I see your point, Eric, but yeah, I'm doing something different.
So I know a few fellas that would have, and that's probably would have been my thing. Hey, I'll cook dinner for you. You know what I'm saying?
We just keep it in the house.
Yeah, but
you know, it's COVID out here. It's COVID out here anyway. It's COVID out here anyway.
I'll pay. We got to get away from them damn kids. No.
Hey, what about the one? Hey, what about the one when they got done eating? The woman asked the man, "Can I get a separate order for my child?" And he was like, "No, I'm not going."
We going to Hollywood.
She was mad that he didn't know. They went to PF Chang's, and she was mad.
Did you hear what he said though? We went to PF Chang's. I'm not taking my own child to PF Chang's. So no, I'm not about to buy your baby no goddamn PF Chang's meal. This for you and me. And if your baby at home hungry, your priority's fucked up. You shouldn't be here with me at all. Go feed your baby.
You'll be able to stop by McDonald's and pick up one $5 nugget meal, girl.
Can I order something for my baby?
All right, she was mad, like mad.
No, her baby can have PF Chang's. Her baby can have PF Chang's. She just needs to buy the PF Chang's.
Yeah, that's on your tab. Okay, yeah. Order what you
I'll place the order for you. You gonna pay for it though?
Yeah, nah.
Can we move on?
Let's go.
Yeah, Ron. We know we hurt your feelings over that, dog.
Ron quiet over there. Ron don't let it pay for everything.
I thought you was anti-simp, Ron. What happened?
Ron got it made to change.
Bro,
Ron ain't pull out his wallet since 06.
Different. It's level.
We on Merrill Garland now.
Yeah.
Ass.
Yeah, I don't.
Anybody want to explain it real quick just for the people who don't know, like me?
Is that supposed to be Merrick?
Yeah, Merrick Garland.
I can't even see the whole thing.
Merrick Garland defends DOJ nominee Kristen Clark, who called Black superior.
Black superior. So, okay, got you. I remember.
So Kristen Clark is a young Black woman in politics. She's going to be like the assistant something in Biden's cabinet. While a couple years ago she wrote a paper about how Black babies stand sooner, speak sooner, a list of things that scientifically or statistically Black kids do sooner than white kids. And they twisted it to her advocating for white supremacy. Or advocating for Black supremacy, excuse me. So saying like she's an extremist, you can't have this type of person in your cabinet, like we didn't just have it for 4 years, right? And then Merrick Garland said, no, that's not cool. You can't do that. I'm Jewish. I know an anti-Semite and a racist. When I see one, this Black woman is not one. She won't be biased. She's going to lead like the NAACP or something for Biden. Anyway, they tried to make it say you can't have this Black woman that was co-sponsored on this paper, and then Biden's DOJ dude said, "No, she's straight, bro."
Oh,
Eric Garland, you are invited to the next barbecue, sir. Thank you, sir.
That's huge.
Mazel tov.
L'chaim.
Saw what happened to Nick Cannon. So the fact that she didn't get eliminated, but she ain't really come out and say nothing that crazy yet.
No, she's not the extremist type. It was somebody trying to do like the whataboutism.
Media spin.
When you speak fact and you take feelings out of it, I mean, what she was speaking is fact.
She used it to point out the hypocrisy of now look who's superior. And they,
All right. Appreciate you for letting us know.
Yeah, breaking it down because I didn't know what the heck going on.
All right, so this topic was revealing modern Egyptian images.
I mean, this is an easy one. You know what I'm saying?
This kind of
we knew we looked like
transitions exactly from what we was talking about.
I always talk about Ben-Hur playing Moses.
Right? Like,
he's why y'all got white gladiators. Wait a minute. What is this?
All the stories that are written, all the shit we see in the media, all that stuff.
Y'all know something that really boggled my mind is I love Vikings. And I never thought, wait, why is there never any Black Vikings? Y'all know, I went and looked it up and did a little bit of research, and pretty much a majority of the Vikings was colored people.
I believe it, bro.
That's only a couple hundred years ago. But that's when we talk about stories like Christopher Columbus. He came to America and discovered it. But the sad part about it is he couldn't even get here on his own. His ship was led by a bunch of people that was helping him from Africa.
Yeah, well, they already do. I mean, come on, bro.
Shout out to you indigenous people.
But I think that is dope that people are finally, I guess, open to the truth and things like that come out. Because when you look in textbooks, when you watch movies and things like that, they always try to show the Egyptians as being white.
No disrespect, Cleopatra.
Right, but just by time, date, and location, these people had to have been Black. These people or brown, brown-skinned people, darker people, and
Africa.
See that, right? It's just like Ron said. If you just do a little bit of digging, if you just do a little bit of research on your own, you cannot dispute that those people back then look a lot like we do today.
Mm-hmm.
Big facts. I've always wanted to have like a trained artist, a child, and like a regular person just take the description of Jesus from the Bible and don't tell them who it is, right? Just read the description and have them draw it. Everybody turn your papers and then be like, oh, by the way, that's the description of Jesus.
That would be a dope assignment. To put in school, that would be a dope ass assignment to have.
Do that shit live on CNN.
Not like the guys that y'all see right here.
Oh!
Round and kicked in the second gear. He's gone. He's gone, folks.
Right.
He's out of here. Look at that.
All right, who we got next on the screen? I thought we talked about it last week.
We got a Blade. This new Blade. So we talked about Marshall Ali taking over as a Blade. Now this speaks to Blade coming out and being PG-13.
Oh yeah, man, get this off the screen.
Are you still gonna watch it though?
Ron ain't come back, y'all.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
I mean, I'm still gonna watch. I'm gonna try going with an open mind. I'm gonna give it a chance.
Yeah, okay. I think you'd be crazy not to watch it. I mean, I'm gonna watch it, but
how can you have Deadpool be rated R and then they come out and say, "Oh, that's the only rated R movie we got playing is Deadpool"?
Oh, goddamn, y'all had the original Blade was rated R. It was still on the Marvel at that time.
But this is what I'm saying though. You can't. I mean, I've seen some PG-13 things, but I'm like, shit, this should have been rated R. But I hope that this is one of them. But this just me, it's gonna take away what Blade could really be.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need them to toe the line. I'm gonna need them to toe that line between PG-13 and R. You know, run it real close and get to the edge. You know what I'm saying? Give me one F-bomb at least.
I was gonna say you get one.
You get one. You get just one. And I need it to be well placed. It's got to be well placed. It can't be cheesy. It needs to be right on time.
I don't want my son to be able to watch this movie.
So wait, is the rated R? It goes beyond the language. It also involves the content, right?
How gory? Yeah. How
yeah.
sexual.
See, I don't think you can really do it.
Yeah, I guess you can't cut off. They can't cut off heads, huh?
Yeah. If this is to get people hooked, so they can do another one that is rated R, then that's fine. But if you're just gonna try to turn Blade into a PG-13, then that's not.
This is what I'm saying, bro. You would be crazy not to watch, but I don't want the original Blade. My son's still not old enough to watch Blade. He ain't. I can tell him about it, but I don't want to watch a Blade where my kid can watch with me. Where I can drop my son off at the movies and he can go up there and buy a ticket and say, I want to go see the new Blade. And they say, come on in, young man. I don't want that.
So how old would your son have to be before you watch Blade with him?
Right.
The original Blade, my boy got to be in high school.
What? Okay.
I had that shit playing the other day. In my room, my door wide open. You know,
you was playing it. Your door was wide open. He wasn't like sitting there with you.
I wouldn't have cared if he watched it. To be honest, I wouldn't have cared.
This PG-13, bro. This is like nah.
So how old were you when you started watching scary movies?
Well, I was a youngster.
Oh, maybe you had. All right, maybe you got some trauma back there. We ain't gonna unpack all that, but.
Hey yo, JD.
What's up?
You ain't doing yet today. Hey yo, JD just did like 12 times on our last episode. I could not find the Kevin Hart clip of it though. I was gonna add it to the show. What was the number one horror dude that fucked y'all up as a kid?
Oh,
since we talked about CJ's trauma.
Hellraiser. I watched all the scary movies as a kid.
Me too.
And Hellraiser's the one that it was.
I think for me, it was Michael Myers for me.
That was my guy.
That was Michael Myers.
It was Freddy for me.
Who?
Freddy.
Freddy
with Chucky right behind him.
Oh, Chucky, yeah. Oh.
I honestly would probably say that would be because I'm thinking of nightmares that I had as a child. So
Chucky was scary.
Chucky,
hey, but you know what? I take it back. You know who messed me up all the time? If you read Goosebumps, Slappy, the doll from Goosebumps.
Oh, the fucking mannequin. The
marionette. The marionette.
Yeah.
Slappy was a cold dude.
Slappy was scary, but Slappy couldn't.
Slappy was a cold dude.
I'm like, you just a knockoff Chucky.
On my top three is Candyman 1, the first Jeepers Creepers number 2, and then Chucky.
Hey, that new Candyman looks great, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
I haven't seen that.
Nobody gonna say it didn't mess nobody up.
Trailer time.
Did it mess anybody up?
No, I really didn't get into it till I was a grown man. So at that point it wasn't.
You know I don't like clowns.
I mean, I got into it, at an early age.
Fuck with clowns. Chlorophobia.
You couldn't really be afraid of clowns where I grew up.
Fuck, I couldn't shits, man.
And you know what movie got me though when I was young? You remember Poltergeist? That shit was crazy.
That's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Lil Rondo remember that? He like, huh?
I think this shit just scared.
I'm familiar.
I started watching scary movies stupid young too, and I think the ones that scared me were like dumbass movies, like the first Fright Night, the original first Fright Night. That fucked with me for some reason. I'm like,
I ever watch
The Lost Boys.
Snoop Dogg's BET horror movie that he did?
Nah.
The only movie I saw him was Bones. That horror movie.
That was scary shit.
I ever scared of the Leprechaun?
No, I like that. I like them.
I was scared of the Leprechaun was good, bro. It was good.
It's funny. It just got funny after a while. Especially what was it?
Leprechaun in the Hood.
In the Hood.
Leprechaun in the
Hood. That shit was hilarious.
Y'all wildin'.
You know, it was what was it? What's the one? Tales from the Hood wasn't actually bad.
Tales from the Hood was good, bro.
Yeah, right.
Tales from the Crypt was good too.
Yep.
Yeah, Tales from the Crypt was good. So how y'all feel about Russ? He built some schools. He's building schools out in LA. That's all I know about it. How y'all feel about it?
Why not?
Yeah, good for him. Good for those communities. We thank you.
Definitely.
Shout out to Russ. That's GOAT stuff right there. Doing stuff off the court.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
That's one of the reasons why we held LeBron to his pedestal that he's on.
Shout out Jalen Rose, the first NBA player to start a school.
Oh,
hey.
Okay.
I'm a huge Jalen Rose fan, man.
Shout out to Jalen Rose, former Knick.
Yo, JD, can we put a slapper on? We listening to television.
Slapper, I'll show you. Play some background. Let me see this.
We should throw on pimping my collar, popping my collar.
JD got his notes typed up right now. Never DJ for these.
Exclamation.
Hold on. I just don't want to be rude. I feel like me and JD been sharing the mic for music.
Oh. Right.
He said, so let me have my turn, nigga.
So shout out to Russ though, man. That is dope.
That's big stuff.
Oh, dang.
Hey, I think for the content we should puff on this one around what Boosie said. I think we got.
Let's do it.
Oh, I didn't hear what Boosie said about it.
Right. Dane, lead us off with what Boosie said. Tell us.
All right. So to paraphrase, Boosie said everybody's giving credit to Lori Harvey for living her best life and dating around. She's being glorified for it. He said the real respect should go to the men who are smashing these beautiful women and passing them around. And he got some backlash for that. And then he says, if Lori Harvey has goals, what you're saying is you want your daughter to smash 8 different dudes in a year. So he's getting backlash for saying we should be celebrating the men that are passing these beautiful women around instead of the women that are being passed around.
DJ, is you high?
Well, damn.
You got a new toy over there.
I see that.
It's not. It's new to y'all.
It's ain't new to you.
The hookah action. It's afternoon. When we normally go in the morning, to be too early for hookah. The hookah action.
So Potato Head, no longer Mr. Potato Head.
It blows my mind. Dang, it blows my mind.
They want to make him gender neutral, but to me, that's what. So, what's the point of Mrs. Potato Head then?
Wait.
That's.
I don't think Dave was reading what we were at.
Right.
Wait a minute. No, I didn't know what this was about. This is new to me.
Yeah,
it's telling me that Mr. Potato Head is not Mr. anymore. He's just Potato Head.
It's just Potato Head. Yeah, it's just.
He's just a spud now. Just a spud. Yeah.
But it's a dude right there on the screen.
Listen,
right.
It's the game. So no matter how you dress up Potato Head, you can dress up Potato Head as what we see Mrs. Potato Head as. But it's still not identified with being Mrs. It's just Potato Head.
Right. No, then it's Mrs. Potato Head. If you put it in the Mrs. clothing, look.
So if anything, then it's a gender fluid. It's a gender.
So
fluid
they're selling one spud with multiple attachments.
So Potato Head can dress however he wants.
Right, Potato Head.
You just said he. You can't say he.
Potato Head can dress however it wants.
It's gender fluid.
I felt like obviously they had a Mrs. Potato Head, and I think the difference was like she was like a little lighter. We've all seen Toy Story, right? We get it. But if you put the Mrs. Potato Head feet on Mr. Potato Head, then he's Mrs. Potato Head. If you put those attachments on him,
it's always been gender fluid.
That's it. He said it. It's always been.
But now on the box, it's no longer going to say Mr. It's just going to say Potato Head. So it's all about the naming.
Raise your children in here, bro. Do not allow. I don't know what they got going on, but we only represent or recognize Mr. Potato Head in my home.
This is beyond me.
We don't know none of this gender neutral, gender fluid. Whatever these games y'all playing, got women, got grown men in the ring busting women's skulls in and shit.
Oh Lord!
But let's be real, but like. No, like okay, understandable. Okay, women fight for their rights, right? Women fight for their rights. Like women fight for equal pay. Women fight for all these things. It just kind of boggles my mind that they're okay with this. Like
that's a Snapple fact.
Like to be a woman in this world is very tough. To be a man in this world is very tough. Why would you? JD? I don't understand. How would you not want?
Oh, DJ.
Why would you want to be both?
Why would you want?
Our kids is gonna be confused as hell.
Not mine.
Nah, I'll let them know our grip.
Right.
Right off.
I feel like this. Everybody should just. Whatever you want to identify as, that's cool. The idea of tolerance is about respecting people's opinions when they're different than yours. So if somebody wants to believe that they're a boy or a girl or they switch or whatever, that's fine. I can respect that, but they should also respect that I don't believe that they can do that.
So don't take this the wrong way, but I don't care if you're offended. Talking to people. We live in a state, 21st century, where we are all experiencing a lot of trauma. We've been through a pandemic. We've been through some of the things that the country's never seen before. We got people battling depression, suicide rates is never going down. And therapy and mental health and all of that is a really big deal. And a lot of it resolves down to people aren't happy with who they are, happy with their life, happy with things. And my only message to people is you should practice being happy with who you are and just being appreciative. Why can't you just be who you are? What you're born as, etc.
When they ridicule, what's the name? What was the lady name? Rachel Dozer, whatever her name was.
Yeah.
When white media and the white majority ridiculed this woman because she identified herself as a black woman and she was ridiculed. And in my opinion, I'm like, well, wait a minute. How can you justify a whole man turning himself into a woman and then going out and dunking from the free throw line on real women? I don't understand how you could justify that, but then
breaking world records.
Ridicule someone for saying, well, I identify as a black woman. And like, oh, no, you can't be black. You could be a man, but you can't never be black.
Can't never.
Right. So okay, how about this? Hear me out, right? I get pulled over. Let's say I get pulled over by the police. And the police come pull me over. I got this joke. I can't remember this. I wish I remember my dude's name. I got to give him credit. But he says, you get pulled over by the police. And he was like, what if I identify as a 65-year-old white woman? Like, I'm just going to tell the police officer, before we start this interaction, I am a 65-year-old white woman, and you will treat me as such. So he was like, what's so bad about that? So I thought that was hilarious. Damn, I wish I remember.
CJ, what the hell are you talking about? Nah, I'm just playing. But I don't think there's. I'm a 65-year-old white woman. They still gonna.
I was just still stuck on the whole gender neutral thing and fluid. Like when does it stop? Can I be a 65-year-old white woman, guys? Can we agree with that?
I'll support you, bro, but I don't think they're gonna believe you.
Nah, bro. Nah.
It don't stop. What are we gonna start identifying the clones and the people that we create from genetics? What are we gonna start calling AI when they become artificial and actually living among us?
Brian, you did say Gucci Man and Kodak Black was cloned.
No, nah. Black men can get their life together, can get educated and start working out, get on the treadmill, stop smoking, drinking everything, get off the lean and get healthy. Shout out the Gucci Man, represent for black men. Damn, Kodak, he crazy as hell. I don't know.
All right, I wasn't. All right.
We just got this dude up here to tell him to shut up.
But hey, darkness is gone, everybody.
I still see him. I see his teeth.
And I give y'all okay. So all y'all feel like Buddy should shut up.
Hold on. Let me stop him. He about to drop a bomb on this. Go ahead.
Don't turn that off.
He about to drop a bomb. We gotta hit this bomb. What's your bomb, guy?
Oh, man. So I do agree that I don't agree with the person who said it with. I don't agree. You don't have the right to say that. You shut your motherfucking mouth and you worry about you and yours. You let us worry about us.
Yeah, Ibrahimovic.
What he said, I am, and I always go back to Malcolm X, and he talks about puppets. And he said people who are the black leaders in our community, and he represents to white people. He said, there are no basketball players that are white leaders. There are no trumpet players that are white leaders. There are no actors that are like white people have their own leaders. And as black people, we don't have that. We look at the LeBron James, our sports icons, those are our leaders. So I do wish that we had enough people in power, enough people that we listen to where we could tell LeBron, hey, bro, just play ball. You know what I'm saying? Just play ball. So I don't agree with who said it. Like, you got to worry about your own business. But I do wish that, not to tell LeBron to just shut up and dribble, but we do put too much stock into these athletes, into these celebrities. And we don't have real heroes like we used to.
I see what you're saying. And go ahead. Get him, Ron.
And I'm just doing this to be petty. So F you. But we have always looked up to the dominant, most prolific. What's that word? Prolific men of iconic status all throughout history. One of my favorites is like Samson, a great warrior, just big and powerful and do whatever he want. That was one of, if you believe in the Bible, a prophet that spoke biblical passages and led the world. So, when it comes to King James, I feel like athletes should even still have that voice and be heard because, they gifted, they have
but not to say that
they're meant to lead.
Right. And I'm not saying there's nothing bad, just like how Russell Westbrook, off the court, I'm not downing what he's saying. What I'm saying is I wish that we had more of people I wish that you didn't have to be a basketball player to have your voice matter and your voice concern. There should be we should be celebrating the LeBron James that are right here in our own communities, people that we don't know nothing about, people that don't get any traction, different things like that. If Muhammad Ali, go back to Muhammad Ali.
Oh man, getting into it.
Like Muhammad Ali.
That's a great example.
He stopped. Like Muhammad Ali wasn't boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to say he walked away, but he was down there banned because he wouldn't conform.
He went to jail.
He went to jail. Like this is stuff LeBron James ain't gonna do. Let's be real. LeBron James ain't going to jail for that.
Right. LeBron James doesn't have to go to jail though.
Right. But what I'm saying is that we just to me, like we don't have enough real leaders in our communities. We don't, because too many of us hang our word on what LeBron James says it does. Like it's
I agree with part of that, but I think the part we're missing is, and you've touched on both pieces of it. Pause.
We need that sound effect.
We need more people like that from our community, but also it's not bad that LeBron is doing it because he's the person from our community that has the voice for it. They're not listening to I thought he was on the list. Dr. Umar?
Yeah.
He doesn't get spin on TV, so we're never going to see his opinion sent to the masses. So we do need the LeBron until we have more of the Umars.
But then again, I feel like that again, we looking for our heroes and leaders on that television where they're never going to put, in my opinion, people who are really down for the movement or really down for the liberation of black people, black and brown people. You're never going to get spin on TV. You're never going to get this and that. That's why I say it's a fantastic thing what LeBron James is doing. And I hope that he's setting the standard for all future superstars and stars in the NBA to have that voice for the people and to do separate things like that. But we should be, like this should be like a standard just anyway. Like we should have more leaders. We like I say, the white community doesn't have to turn on the TV and see their leaders dunking or their leaders like entertainers and things like that. Like those people get to do what they do and they have a voice, but those aren't the leaders. Where are our real leaders? Where are our Martin Luther Kings?
That's why I brought up Umar. Yeah.
Like what I'm saying, even with Dr. Umar, like he gets ridiculed. Like he
by his own.
Face gets used for memes, which I'm guilty of. But, and we take little snippets and use them like for different things, but he doesn't get the spin. He's never gonna get the spin like a LeBron James because LeBron is not gonna actually say anything to anger anyone or to do. So it's like he's gonna give you so much, but I just feel like if the stock that we put into LeBron James being a leader, like we should have other leaders in that, bro. I don't know. I guess that's a soapbox that I'll heal out down.
Nah, because I completely disagree. You asking where these leaders are at. That's who we're talking about. It's him. He is. He's that leader. We're looking at great.
All right, so I ask you this.
A couple years ago, talking about it would really be dope if LeBron James won for president. It makes sense. Was we not having that conversation?
No, I don't remember that.
Y'all remember nobody.
But you don't think there's other qualified black people to run for president than LeBron James?
I guess technically you say Ralph Warnock should be able to run for president.
Put in a lot of political work behind the scenes.
And there's other people who have done the same. What I'm saying is LeBron James dribbles a basketball very, very well. And he plays the game better than arguably any other person in the history.
Relax.
Right?
Number one all time, baby.
It's only one guy who you can put over him.
There you go.
And there's nothing wrong with
we're not talking about Jesus.
Right. But there's nothing wrong with us recognizing that, and there's nothing wrong with us recognizing what he does off the court. I just feel like we should have more black leaders.
We deserve more black scholars to be our scholars. Yeah,
right.
I get what you're saying.
Right. When the CDC, when somebody wrote an article that the CDC should reach out to LeBron James and have LeBron James be the spokesperson for the vaccine and tell black people to take the vaccine. But just the fact that LeBron wields that power as a basketball player, that just kind of where are we at as a people? Not to say that is wrong, not to say that LeBron James isn't intelligent, but as many doctors and scientists and different things like that we got out here, people that we never know of. Like it's wild to me. will we put our stock in as our people?
So it goes back to one of those things though, where if you look at it, no disrespect to LeBron when I say this, LeBron, he's to sell things. He's Nike. He's right. He's all those things. That doesn't change for us as a people until we change the mentality of being the consumer, because we're taught to be the consumer, not the person making the deals and selling the items. We're taught to consume. So until we have that mindset change, LeBron is going to be the person that most people look to because he's what's being consumed.
Right. No doubt. But he's a good dude, though. Hey, listen. Great man on the court and off the court. Shout out to LeBron.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I say, Mount Rushmore, and he's still playing. Dude's still getting better. I love
it. JD, please press up.
I was trying to, yeah.
Yes, sir. Please and thank you, Mr. DJ. Killing it. Tip him.
Hey, the Corey Guns verse on Amelie is the best Amelie ever got did.
Yo.
There's a reason Wayne doesn't have him on that version. On the album version.
He did. He ripped it. He ripped it.
Yeah, Corey Guns. He bodied that. He bodied that beat.
He in the verse like West Side Gunna. He's something dope as hell, man. He is the, oh my gosh.
Who is this guy?
Stephen A.
So as we transition from LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Sports and political. Because I do feel like he's gonna do great things for Black culture. And hold it down and lead the revolution in ways. And that brings us to this clown, who also has that seat of Black voice and representation. And I got something he played. We might want to have to put Amelie on pause, but it don't really matter.
Well, it's very understood.
First take last week. Just listen to the man.
It goes back to our country's history. What's your reaction to the news?
Well, it's very understandable. Let me be very, very serious when I say that there's obviously a severe mistrust of the federal government, and you consider the times that we're living in, particularly feeding off of the racial injustice issues that have really percolated and come to the forefront over the last year. Certainly, this is like the worst time in the world to ask Black Americans in this nation to trust the federal government. Having said all of that, I think that considering the times that we're living in and how pertinent this issue is and how many lives have been lost and attached to the coronavirus pandemic, I do think that it would be irresponsible for me or anybody else to definitively say that we shouldn't trust anybody at a time like this. Because remember that this is a situation as it pertains to COVID-19 that doesn't just involve you and a harm that can come to you, but the harm you could do to other people without even knowing it. And so when you think about the lives that could potentially be affected just because you're around somebody, you're breathing in their direction, you're doing other different things, you're touching surfaces, you're touching your own face, all of this other stuff, I do think that I have reached a point in time where enough folks have taken the vaccine. I was very, very hesitant at the beginning, but if I'm asked to do it at some point in time, I'm definitely going to do it, whether it's Moderna or Pfizer or something else. It'll probably be one of those two when my opportunity comes and it's presented to me to take the vaccine. In all likelihood, I will elect to do that. Having said all of that, I want to make a very, very big, important point, Max, as it pertains to the NBA and the other professional sports leagues about this. The time has come to stop worrying about PR and as it pertains to jumping to the head of the line or whatever the case may be. Obviously, first responders, teachers, essential workers, they should be at the forefront. They should be first in line to get the vaccines, and I totally get that. But I think when people look at the sports leagues, as you've heard me articulate on several occasions about this issue, Max, too many people, when they think about sports leagues getting the vaccine, they're too busy thinking about the athletes. No, I'm talking about the thousands upon thousands of people who remain gainfully employed because of the leagues. It's important for these sports leagues. First of all, sports does make a contribution, a huge contribution to our society. But secondly, and equally as important, I think it is essential to recognize the fact that if they're playing and they're participating and they're in action, then it allows those leagues to employ the hundreds of thousands of people that are employed. And as a result, you don't have folks incapable of paying their bills. They're not gainfully employed and things of that nature. You make sure you address those.
So, Stephen
long-winded. God damn.
Is a sellout, right along with Herschel Walker.
No, I don't think that at all, bro. No. So, number one, he did not say anything wrong. That's number one. Number two,
he tried to come on and comp for everything.
No, he did not. He first he came on. First he came on and said why black people don't trust you would be crazy to think that black people gonna trust the federal government. Fact. The second thing he said was, for him, he didn't say for all black people. He said it would be irresponsible for as many people as I've seen around me that's taking the vaccine. It'll be irresponsible for me when given the opportunity not to take the vaccine. And he said it don't matter if it's whatever the two he called it. He said for him, he didn't say all black people need to get out and go take the vaccine. He didn't say trust the government. No, he was speaking for him. And you would be a fool if somebody thought the vaccine was good for them, then that's for you. Just like the flu vaccine ain't for everybody. Vaccines for children ain't for everybody. It's how you feel. It's a personal preference. So I didn't get, he said the right thing. Them NBA players do deserve to be in the front line. Those workers do deserve to be on the front line.
They should do it, and this is why blah, 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 blah.
What do he works for the NBA? What the hell are you talking about? How is he a sellout?
Personal preference.
How is he a sellout? Explain how he's a sellout.
Because he started off talking about black people in the culture, what did you say? They should be out of their minds if they shouldn't be wary of.
He said you as a non-black person.
Blah 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 blah, and went on for forever.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, Stephen A? That's not what you should be saying about the vaccine at all. And
so he said blah 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 blah. That's why he'll sell out. So he said blah 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 blah. But
people know who are watching the show. This is a serious.
He spoke for himself. Like for me, the vaccine ain't for CJ, but I got a cousin who I love dearly, who the vaccine is for him.
I wish I could have had Molly ask him, but the question was, do you think the NBA should be making the NBA players say that they're okay with the COVID? Like they're making the NBA players say the NBA can't have their own voice. They can't come out and say anything. They have to say, I want to take the COVID. They silence the whole NBA.
So they can't speak against taking the vaccination.
Look up somebody who did. It hasn't happened. And that's
but is it okay? But again, like why? If you're not gonna take the NBA, so Stephen A. Smith said the NBA should force the players to take the vaccine.
No, Stephen A. didn't really answer the question. So both of you guys are right.
But I don't see how Stephen A. is a sellout though. He might have said something that you disagree with, but how is he a sellout?
Part of why you asking he's the sellout? Max came on immediately after him and said everything for the black people.
What you mean for the black? This man said you would be crazy to think
trust the government
that black people would trust the federal government. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And then he said for him and his personal experience for the people around him, he would be irresponsible.
All I'm saying is Max debated him. He said you were wrong.
But how can you be wrong of your own opinion? So Max said black people should trust the government, and you say he for the people, because that would be a debate, right?
We all say we're gonna invite Max to the cookout.
No, you said
you can say First Take pre-planned it to be that way, but Stephen A. said some bullshit, and Max was like, "No, this is what we need to do for black folks. This is what has happened to the people. This is what the government put them at risk of, and blah blah blah."
But I watch All the Smoke, and Stephen A. Smith was on All the Smoke, and Stephen A. Smith even
Starlight
explained.
too, man. He on there, man.
Listen, you have to just not, bro. You cannot call out one. You cannot call out one. Like I just don't see it. I don't.
I don't want to get.
I was trying to decipher that. I was trying to decipher what he was saying.
Stephen A. be saying too much. He uses a lot of extra words.
But I didn't. I was trying to find the bad part that he said, and I didn't hear.
What did he say bad? What did he say that was wrong?
I went to sleep.
It's the way he spins it. So he says the NBA players should be getting vaccines. Ron's point is that NBA players have not been allowed to say whether they are for or against the vaccine.
But see, if you listen to what he was saying, it was almost in regards to like he said the NBA should be forward. Like, okay.
Yeah, but that's the point is
right now
Stephen A. didn't answer the question.
Yeah, so like we got frontline workers, doctors. Like he's talked about the people who he should feel like should get the vaccine first.
Right. Why should LeBron James get the vaccine before other people?
Right, but then what Stephen A. was saying, what the NBA should do.
Stephen A. was saying the NBA should advocate for LeBron James getting
right, but then not only LeBron, if he chooses to take it, all the other NBA workers as well. If
LeBron James can't say he chooses not to take it, is Ron's point.
But LeBron James cannot take the vaccine.
Sure, but LeBron can't say I don't want to take the vaccine.
Okay, but the NBA will have a beer commercial. But LeBron doesn't come out and say, I don't drink that beer. What are we talking about? He drank
beer on the sidelines already.
But what are we talking about though? But they're not forcing him to take it.
We're talking about the player being silenced and why NBA players should get skipped to the front of the line. Now, again, the way that it was spun from Stephen A. is that because of how many people they employ, if you vaccinate these players, you're creating hundreds of thousands of jobs. I think Ron, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Ron's point is he shouldn't be telling the NBA to do something with government because that's not their place.
But I mean, Stephen A. tells what he tells what he thinks the NFL should do. The NBA,
I think both of y'all are right.
I don't see how he's a sellout. Like a sellout would be if he was advocating for black people, like all black people need to take the vaccine, like how Jesse Jackson got up on there and chucking and jiving, talking about taking the vaccine. How we see the some of them we ain't gonna get into it, but we've seen some real coonery.
It's a great debate. We gotta move on.
I don't see how he's a sellout though. That's some bold words.
We're gonna clip that. I think we need to post that. Let's take a vote. Sellout or nah? Donkey of the day. Not for the culture. Vote for.
I don't even like Stephen A. like that.
Because we got a sound effect for him if he is. And we gotta move on to the other three.
Honestly, like I said, I couldn't hear the bad that he said, but I understand both sides of the concept y'all was speaking. But I'm not gonna say he a donkey of the day.
Oh, he could be a donkey of the day. You could be a donkey of the day and not be a sellout. Donkey of the day is a safe. That's a safe one to hand him.
I'm legitimately thinking he's the donkey of the day because he was like, I want to take the vaccine. I was like, I ain't taking this. So I didn't know we was gonna spin it on what Ron was trying to do. I didn't know that.
I can't stand Stephen A. He don't do nothing for the culture, say nothing ever right.
Hey, y'all kind of look alike, man.
Right, so you got to say a lot of this.
He gave him $100 million.
What do you want Stephen A. Smith to do?
It's Black History Month.
What do you want Stephen A. Smith to do? What does LeBron James do that Stephen A. Smith ain't doing?
Starting to school.
They almost do everything the complete opposite when they come to it.
So Stephen A. doesn't support HBCUs. Stephen A. doesn't support his community. Stephen A. doesn't pour money, have numerous charities and foundations for black causes and this and that. He don't do that?
Of course Stephen A. supports all of that. It would be egregious if he did not do that.
Egregious, people. Egregious.
But again, this is what I'm saying.
That would look horrible for Stephen A.
We pick and choose who we gonna look up to. I mean, who? Because LeBron, when
isn't that the point of role models though? The pick and
I would tell my sons not to look up to Stephen A.
My mama, my role model.
To go look up to Uncle Shannon. It's crazy what happened between him and Skip and how they went their other ways, but something happened. And they keep it real over on that platform. Meanwhile, First Take is full of a bunch of bullcrap when it comes to sports talk radio. I mean, a lot of grown men listen to sports talk radio to get their perception on reality.
So to an earlier point CJ made, as Black people, we should have better places to look for content like that than sports talk radio. So we should be able to have, if he is a sellout, I don't think it makes him a sellout. If we have sellout Stephen A on the radio talking about Black issues on a sports show, it shouldn't matter because that's not where we have to go for that anyway.
Full circle. Thanks, Dane.
Who's our Black politician we can look up to in Black History Month? Is our young lady out in Georgia? What's her name? We can give her a shout out.
It's the dude in Michigan who said I forgot what he said. Yeah, it's the dude in Michigan.
Oh, that he'll get rid of Black History Month?
Yeah. That's
my gosh. He'll get it. He got the the Koffee and Kush roast.
Also, pause to him getting that.
Now listen, while we focus on calling Stephen A sellouts and what LeBron doing, we got clowns like that's actually. You understand what I'm saying, bro? We got our eyes on the wrong prize, bro. Got our eyes on the ball, and it ain't on the. Something ain't right, man.
I'm starting calling CJ Preacher CJ. Over there preaching knowledge, boy. Preacher CJ.
I missed
Deacon,
it. What
Deacon CJ.
What'd he say? Yeah. What'd you say, CJ?
He said we too busy talking about LeBron and Stephen A, and we missing what they're doing in the back with the real politicians. Yeah,
that's why I just brought her up.
I was talking about Buddy talking about get rid of
real bad politicians.
Yeah, like
pretty sure this is the furthest we've traveled.
That's the next topic.
Our kids worried about left hand layups. They ain't worried about politics.
So, are we gonna talk about our man that said we shouldn't raise the minimum wage? That we need to stick to plantation hours and wage and ways and customs, and that's exactly how he grew up back when he used to make $1 working at his old pizza shop.
Now he makes $6.
He's such a clown. That's when he got promoted, you know.
So, do we want to actually talk about whether or not they should raise the minimum wage to 15 and why?
I'm down.
Okay.
I'd be interested to see the different perspectives on that.
Well, we've already had this conversation, James. So I don't care.
We pretty much can talk.
I'm here
about
for
the
it.
corruption of our society, then. But that's a whole episode. Absolutely.
Can we? All right. Who's for it? Raise your hand if you're for raising minimum wage to 15.
I'm for it.
Okay, 2. Raise your hand if you're against.
Well, hold on. So I guess I'm not for it.
There's certain things that need to happen for me to be for it, but I'm against it right now.
All right. So why?
So as against it, I would say if you look at raising minimum wage, like if you look at a place like California or New York that has a higher minimum wage, the cost of everything else goes up. So the person in the middle is not going to get a raise. The guy making $18 an hour, $17 an hour is not going to get a raise, right? It's everybody coming from 17. Even if you gradually step it over time, it's everybody coming up that's making more money. You have to look at the landlord, the farmer, the self-employed person. For whatever product, goods, service they provide, they have to raise their prices to pay everybody else they work with more, which entail just raises the prices on everything goes up. The cost of everything goes up, and the person in the middle never gets that wage increase anyway. So they just get closer and closer and closer to the bottom.
So the last time minimum wage was raised was what year?
You tell me.
I don't know. I can't remember.
What year was the last time minimum wage went up?
I don't know.
Wasn't it in the early 2000s?
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
$725.
Yeah.
Can you rent an apartment for the same price today that you could in 2000?
No.
Nope.
No, absolutely.
But we said that if minimum wage goes up, the price of everything goes up. So if the price of everything is going up anyway, groceries cost more, a burger costs more, everything is going up but our pay.
Right.
So I don't understand if it's going to be inflation anyway. I don't understand why the people at the bottom can't benefit from it. Me personally, I don't make minimum wage. I'll still be making more than minimum wage, but I feel like $15 an hour is a livable wage.
Sure.
Like the minimum wage, even the concept of minimum wage came out to make it provided a minimum cost of living. What would it cost a grown ass person to live? $725 is not that. It's not. Nobody can live. And if you can live off $725, I suggest you quit your job and go show everybody how you live off $725. So the prices of everything gonna go up regardless. Give people their money.
Yeah, I'm not saying it shouldn't go up at all. I'll go ahead, Jay.
Well, I'm gonna say my thing is, all right. So what about that person that's in the middle and whatnot? That been there for years, worked their ass off. They making, they making what? Say they already at 15. They already at whatever minimum wage they're trying to raise it to, and then you got this new person just coming in already up there. Like the company has to pay for it somewhere. It's gonna have to go up the chain. And in my mind, it's gonna have to go up the chain. Everybody's gonna want or need theirs as well. It's not. To me, it's not fair to do it like that. It's just.
Well, we do know a fair is where they judge pigs. Life ain't fair. Whenever you work a job, it should be illegal to pay someone less than a livable wage. If you can't afford to pay somebody a livable wage, you either shouldn't be in business or you shouldn't be in business. I hate who feels that hurt. It just is what it is. Everybody's going up on prices. Everything goes up. The cost of living goes up every year. Everything goes up.
It does. Absolutely.
So if somebody making $725 and I make $15 now, I of course you're gonna feel type of way like dang. But if you feel type of way, well, go do their job then. If you
look at it this way,
flipping a burger so easy, go flip a burger.
A minimum wage job, I don't think is for a grown person that's trying to feed a family of 4. Whatever conditions create the situation where that's the job you have is one thing. Minimum wage, in my opinion, in my view, is for like a kid. If you're 50, if you're 30, if you're 16 and you make minimum wage, you make the least amount of money somebody can legally pay you and not get in trouble.
It should be the goal.
The goal of a person should be to not make that amount of money. Whether you're 50, whether you're 40, whether you've been to prison, whether you haven't, you should want to make more than I have to pay you this because if I don't, I'm going to jail. Grown folks should be trying to do something better than make whatever minimum wage is. I think everybody should be able to work 40 hours a week and be afford to live. Cost of living in different places is different for different reasons, right? But just raising the money on the bottom, just raising the floor, you're just raising the floor. Everybody's still going to want their bigger piece. The CEO of Walmart that makes 1,000% more than the lowest ranked employee or whatever is still going to want his 1,000% more. So when he got to pay somebody else more money, he taking more out the top.
Yeah, but they're charging anyway. Like we don't talk about how the billionaires since the pandemic from March to March, billionaires got $1 trillion richer.
I think that they should have to pay taxes. I don't think
they're not. But that's what I'm saying. But they're not.
Yeah, there's better ways to. There are other ways to fix it. There's a lot we can do besides just minimum wage has to bring that up.
Me fighting a battle for someone who cannot afford to live, an essential worker. Because when we were starving, when COVID was hitting, people at McDonald's making $7.25. When people stocking shelves at $7.25, they can't even afford to live, but they out there working.
I think that they should make more.
Let's get a wealth tax. Let's fight. All the people who want to fight a battle with somebody should be making. If you are against somebody making a wage that they can live their life, you ought to be ashamed. We need to be focusing on the people at the top. How about you pay your fair share of taxes so we don't have to worry about it?
That's it right there.
It's a whole different fight to battle. But no, I'm completely for you being able to afford to live if you go to work.
You proved your own point. You said we need to be focusing on the people at the top. Us having this debate about what the least amount a person should make is we're doing the opposite. We're not focusing on the person at the top.
And since it's Black History Month, that's exactly what they killed Dr. King for.
Economic equality.
As soon as he switched it up and started coming at them pockets and aligning with Malcolm X.
They had to put a stop to it.
J. Edgar Hoover say there'll be another Black Messiah unless we create him.
We should be getting at the people at the top first. Right. I'd rather see companies paying the proper amount of taxes.
Right.
I'd rather see that before I saw 15 go up because Walmart paying its fair share in taxes is going to have a bigger impact on everybody.
You
Then
got
that minimum wage increase.
Billions of dollars on jets and shit for war. And come on, bro, it's wild to me. Like just imagine if we had it to where the wealthy pay their fair share of taxes. What if a man and a woman, they make less than $50,000 together? They both work 40 hours a week. What if they didn't have to worry about healthcare? What if they didn't have to worry about having daycare, sitting for the kids, things like that? What if that stuff was just provided? Then at that point, I can understand if you said, we don't want to see the fluoride and all that. Okay, we got different things in place, but it's just like how the system is built now. It's built for the elite to get more elite and to leave us more behind. Even if you look from the 90s to right now, the millionaires and the trillionaires have separated themselves from us. So the system that we living in ain't working. So I'm just like, if what we got going on ain't working. So I'm not opposed to any kind of change, especially for people being able to actually afford to live.
Okay. You know why? Because the goal is to become a trillionaire and not to help out the less fortunate. Give us our reparations. Make it happen.
Bernie said it. Bernie said it should.
Ain't that what you playing right now, ASAP too?
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
You ain't slick.
DJ of the year over there.
You know I'm high as hell. I ain't hearing nothing playing. It's Black History Month, baby. Y'all got any other topics y'all want to get in? We had some great debates.
Sure did. Some healthy debates.
Yeah.
Love it.
Always.
We got that roast session.
Actually, going out. We still got that BLM.
Oh, the bomb dropper.
I guess I'm gonna just say, CJ, to end it, you might as well just let everybody know how you feel for real about BLM, and let's let that shit survive.
I like that. Yeah.
Exclusive. No shit.
Well, I mean, I don't think this is going to differ from the average.
Hey.
All right, let's just. All right, we'll start with the Black Lives Matter. Yes. 110%. Black Lives Matter. Anybody who doesn't think of Black Lives Matter, something wrong with you. Now, Black Lives Matter, the organization, they aren't even for Black lives. They don't like black men. They don't. And they don't really promote anything other than the LGBT agenda. I mean, it just is what it is. I don't understand how if a black man's life doesn't matter, how can Black Lives matter? Like, I don't understand how you can exclude a whole thing, because we kind of need each other to ensure that Black lives continue to trump. But if you look up Black Lives Matter organization, if you look up the people who run the organization, the people who started the organization, the people who have say so in the organization, none of them look like how we look right now. And if they do, they are homosexual. There is not a straight black man in the Black Lives Matter organization that has any say so. And I just think that the organization is not for us. I'm not to get too political, but I just
dropped the bomb.
I just don't understand it, bro. Like for people to, if you ride with Black Lives Matter organization, I really tell you to do your research on it, and you can form your own opinion from there.
So isn't it crazy that Black Lives Matter erupted in 2009, 2010, when we had a black president? We needed a movement for Black lives.
And even if you look at who came up with the slogan Black Lives Matter, it's almost like think about back in the day, like we had Black Power, and then they tried to spin it because white power was a whole different thing, but Black Power was never nothing negative. It was just about black people, just being powerful together.
Loving each other.
Power to the people to Black Lives Matter, almost stop, hands up, Black Lives Matter. It really, but Black lives do matter. But yeah, just the whole organization.org. You go on the website and read it, because I was a fan, and I started doing my research. I'm like, wait the hell a minute. And then if you really look at the leaders of the group and then just do separate research on them, you can see that not a one of them, like I hate to use the word hate, but they hate black men, hate us. It's like, how can you be leading Black Lives Matter? You hate black men. What?
Can you give an example of anything you saw that led you to believe that they hate black men? Because this is all new to me, so I'm getting some education.
If you look at some of the interviews that they've done in regards to like what is needed for a black community to be led, like what do black people need to be liberated? It's all about what women can do. It's all about who they can partner with. Whenever it was time for like, okay, well, what about black men? Oh, well, we don't need black men. Like it comes off of that vibe, like the I guess straight black men just aren't welcome in that organization, bro.
So does the Democratic Party support the Black Lives Matter movement?
Sure,
Democratic Party does support, and then you look at a lot, and then you look at just like how the Democrats.
That's why it's like how ironic
they talk
that
a big
when there's a black president, there's a Black Lives Matter that has to be created. Like at first, it was good, and then at the end of all of that, it leads to Trump, and then after that whole travesty happens, the power comes back to who? The Democratic Party, because they had to do something, and Black Lives Matter movement kind of got that big roar before the election. Flip it, the Democratic Party becomes the leader of the free world, and they have done absolutely jack shit for black people, and they won't sign any bills. Like everybody keeps talking about all these bills that keeps coming up.
Where's Black Lives Matter though? Like right now,
one of our topics was about America bombing Serbia.
Where's Black Lives Matter right now?
It was Syria.
Same.
I think they didn't bomb both. I saw that they bombed Syria too.
Serbia got bombed.
Where's the
Where y'all
organization?
laughing at? Where Kawhi at?
Oh god. Oh man.
But if y'all down for BLM, hey, I ain't the one to tell you not to be. But
And say, we don't want you to kill him, just take him to jail.
Pretty much. When CJ was telling me that, because I didn't know the difference either, and we was talking about it the other day, and I actually looked it up, and there's nothing wrong with being femininely strong, but there's so much
missing
negative femininity in that group. Like went so far as to saying, "Shut up, stupid." The point of going, like I'm looking and I see, her story, and they went so far as to remove the his out of history and put her story, and it, like, damn, that's a lot.
But when you, like I said, when you get into those, the women who do it, all of them, none of them are with the black man. Just put it that way. Nobody's with the black man. None of them are with men anyway, in general, to begin with. So it's like a whole different. Like it's like, what movement are you really with? What agenda are you really trying to get at, and why use Black Lives Matter as your code? Like, nah, because what you all do and what you all stand for doesn't really align with the definition of Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
So is it about them aligning with the culture that impacts the masses the most? Our music is more sold than anything else, right? So if you infiltrate that culture, you infiltrate its music and everything that it sells.
Right, but there you go. I think that's all it is. It's just like how Planned Parenthood started. What Planned Parenthood was really meant to do. How the Democrat Party, how they do now, and how they just kind of pander to us when they need us, and then after we do what they need to do, they go on about their way. So
back to business.
It is what it is. There's just another organization. They just got Black Lives Matter, on the top of the thing. But again, regardless of regardless of who you fall in love with, regardless of if you homosexual, heterosexual, if you don't like what you see in the mirror and you can't see your fellow black brethren, regardless of their religion. If you can't see love in that person, and the only thing you can see is hate and why that person should be there, you're not for Black lives. I don't care how you try to spin it. If you don't celebrate all Black lives, you're not what Black Lives Matter. I don't give how you spin it.
Well put, sir.
Factory.
What's the thing you do? No. Right.
I don't know what you referencing, but we can do it.
I love it.
Y'all want to keep this going? Anybody got anything else they want to get in there?
Hey, now I got to go get on this grill, boy. Let's get it. Let's go.
Okay.
Food is necessary.
No, it don't take much for a Black person to go on the grill. It don't take much.
Right. Would you say a rainy day?
Right.
Fire up.
Yes, sir.
What we got next?
How we gonna end the show?
We did that roast session.
Yeah, it wasn't really a roast roast.
It
wasn't
that
really
was
like
Stephen A.
Yeah, it wasn't really
it was just because we still got.
That was Stephen A. Black Lives Matter.
we got the flop.
I just figured we pass on the butt topic.
Turn the other cheek.
I was down to play the video. It fit right along with our society.
We could drop the topic. I got you, bro. You know?
But nah, ladies and gentlemen, it's
the commission.
I'm pretty sure this is the farthest I've traveled being on the show. I'm out there.
But y'all about to go. Oh, well, CJ gotta go get on the grill. I'm about to.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Let's go eat.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
Once again, Dame, it was a pleasure. Everybody.
Appreciate y'all having me, man. It's been a blast.
Oh yeah. See you again real soon, my brother.
Hey,
man, y'all put my dude in the chat, man. What the hell y'all waiting on?
All right.
Copy that.